Look at how they showed up to this bar. Okay, now caption this. What? Hi Omis, I'm Sequoia. Welcome back to another episode of Rosie in the City. So I know I typically upload a new episode of Rosie in the City at least once a week, but in case you don't follow me on Twitter, I actually got sick like about 2 weeks ago. So my son and I both got very sick, and I had to take time away, obviously, so that I could heal and get better. So luckily we are. That was really, really crazy. But anyway, so let's jump into this episode. I wanted to go ahead and get these vacation episodes finished, so I was pretty bummed about not being able to get this video edited and put out so that we could go ahead and get out of the vacation that the girls are on right now. But you know, life happens, so here we are. Anyway, where we left off in the last episode, Rosie went out to a bar and she was dancing by herself like she's doing right now. But she was out till early in the morning, so she just got back home and Roger is in the mood for the flea market. Oh my goodness. So Rosie's dad just came on this vacation because that's like the 4th time that he's hit her up like, do you want to hang out? Do you want to hang out? And so he misses her a whole lot. And so Rosie happened to notice that there's a future cube here. And so she said, hey Sage, did you notice that future cube over there? I'm going to go and ask it a question. I'm going to go ask it about my love life. And Sage is like, okay girl, whatever you say. And so Rosie is like, you know, yeah, your romantic future looks not so bright. So Rosie's like, Sage, what is going on with my love life? She's like, the romance guru at the romance festival told me that my romantic future looked bleak. Now the future cube is saying that my romantic future isn't looking so bright. She's like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? And Sage is like, Rosie, there is nothing wrong with you, okay? But she's like, it's impossible for your romantic future to look any good if you're dating like so many people, especially at the same time. And Rosie is like, I mean, you might have a point. I see what you're saying, but how am I supposed to find the one if I don't go on dates and have options and do all this other stuff? And Sage is just like, okay, you might have a point too, but she's like, how are you gonna successfully focus on any type of romantic relationships if you're balancing so many? She's like, don't you usually work on one design project at a time? And Rosie is like, I mean, yeah, right now, but that's because I don't want to completely overwhelm myself, and I want to, you know, create really good work. You know, I am a perfectionist. I can't just sit here and, you know, work on like 5 projects at a time. I'd be completely like burnt out. And Sage is like, okay, so how is that any different from your love life? And Rosie is just like, okay, maybe I'll think about it. And so Sage is like, well, while you're thinking about it, can you take a picture of me for Case? And you guys, Case is Sage's boyfriend. So if you watch my video about some singles who are ready to mingle, one of those lovely Sims happens to be Sage's boyfriend. So how they met is Case and his younger sister. Okay, let me back up. Just in case you didn't watch the video, Case actually lives in Del Sol Valley. Him and his sister flew out to San Myshuno because he's a songwriter, so he needed to come and meet with a client. So he just came out for like a really quick weekend trip. Him and his sister happened to be at the cafe right beside Rosie and Sage's apartment. And when he was there, he saw Sage and he was like, oh my goodness, can I buy you, you know, a drink or a pastry or something? So they got their little snacks, hanging out and talking, and they were like sucked into like a black hole. Like they just kept talking and talking and talking all night. And it was pretty much love at first sight. Like, they were completely enamored with each other. And then when Sage realized he wasn't local, she was really upset about it. You know, she was bummed. She was like, oh my gosh, you're like perfect. You're the guy that I've always dreamed of. I can't believe that you have to leave tomorrow. Like, I just met you. And he felt the same way. You know, if he could have put Sage in his suitcase and taken her back to Del Sol Valley, he definitely would have. But, you know, since that is obviously ridiculous, they just decided to go ahead and make it official right then and there. So they became a couple. And yeah, Sage has a boyfriend now. So she's been in a relationship for a couple of weeks. And now she's just asking Rosie if she can take some pictures that she can send him. So Rosie is like, your outfit is super cute, girl. Now look sexy. And Sage is like, I'm not about to, that's not this type of photo shoot, okay? I just want to take a couple of cute pictures. And Rosie is like, but this is your man. Stop being silly. Give me a good pose, okay? And Sage is like, listen, I'm always the one taking the pictures here. And this is me being sexy, okay? He just likes me for me. I don't have to do anything crazy. And then Rosie is like, oh my gosh. She's like, well, you can at least, you know, like, show me a little booty. You know, just give me something. Give me something. So Sage is like, all right, Rosie, I'll give you a little something. And Rosie's like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Poke it out. You looking good. I love it. I love it. I love it. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna catch your angles. I'm gonna get them good. See, she was like, I got you in the mirror, in the background a little bit. Boom, bada bam. Yes, Sage, yes. Case is going to love these pictures. Rosie's like, I hate to say it, but I think I can make a career change, you know, from designer to photographer. And Sage is like, don't quit your day job, Rosie. Just take the pictures, okay? Just take the pictures. And one last picture. This is perfect. He's going to love these. Lifestyle gained. Yay! So Rosie obtained the people person lifestyle. And a couple episodes ago, we saw that she was getting close to this. So I'm really excited that she finally has it. I really want to see how this is going to affect her relationships in my gameplay. Because, you know, the idea is that she's pretty self-absorbed and she's a perfectionist, you know, so she's got to really focus on her work, but she also wants to be adored. And okay, they've got two sentiments. Well, Rosie has two sentiments anyway. All these other things, which basically mean that Rosie is always only thinking of herself. So I want to see how her being a people person and not really being able to grow long-term relationships as easily, or at least keep them, keep those relationships bars high. I want to see how that's affected now that she has this lifestyle. So she's just walking into Penny's room. She's like, okay, Penny, it's our last day. What you want to do, girl? What did your connects on Simstagram say? She was like, did Stephanie hit you up talking about the grilled cheese again? And Penny's like, oh my gosh, please do not invite her back over here. That was so awkward. Oh my goodness. And Rosie and Penny have a little sentiment. Well, I think Rosie has a sentiment about Penny, but anyway, that's still cute. Oh no, they both have it. Growing closer from quality time. Yay! So one of the main goals has always been to become best friends with Penny Pizzazz. They're not best friends yet, but they are getting closer, as we can see from those sentiments, and I absolutely love that. And Rosie is going through it right now. Yikes. So she's just gonna go and get herself together. So the girls definitely want to take advantage of their last day and get out of the house. Ooh, we're getting a call from Isaiah. Hey Rosie, it's me, Isaiah. Do you want to go out on a date? Sorry bro, but it's our last day on vacation. So Rosie is like, I would love to, but I promised my girls that we would have a girls' day. You know, it's our last day here, so we just want to spend that time together. Okay, Rosie is feeling much better now. She's just, you know, talking to herself in the mirror, just hyping herself up. She's like, Rosie, it's a hot girl summer, all right? It's the last day. You've been having a good time, even though, you know, it's been a little little dry here. You know, not as many people as we would have hoped have been in town, but that's okay. You know, we've got one more spot to hit up before we head back home. Look at how they showed up to this bar or lounge. I can't remember what it is, but I will link it in the description. Okay, now caption this. What? Okay, so Rosie is Penny is having withdrawals from her boo back home, clearly from her icon, okay? And then Sage is looking like, what the F? And Rosie is like, dog, what the Hello Kitty is this? So I don't know what they're seeing on the other side of this, but I think this is absolutely hilarious. Like, their faces right now. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think their faces mean. Okay, so they might have been making those faces because once again, it's looking a little empty in here, but uh-oh, the bartender is a cutie. So Rosie isn't about to waste any time. She's like, y'all, I don't really see anybody here yet, but I'm hopeful. But if anything, let's go to the bar and oh, he's cute. So she's like, let's go over there. I definitely need to talk to him. Okay, Rosie is like, bartender. Okay, so Rosie is just talking to Sage, making small talk. She really wants to talk to this guy. And is that Travis Scott? So he's introducing himself and he's like, oh, hey ladies. And so they're just like, hi. Are they drinking their drinks yet? Okay, yeah, Rosie has her drink. Okay, good. Penny is over here like, Rosie, I think that guy is checking you out. And Rosie is like, ew, are you serious? He is not my type. I don't care. and Penny is like, well, it's our last day here. You know, you wanted to meet some cute guys. He's not that bad. She's like, well, I dare you to kiss him right here before we leave. And Rosie is like, for real? Why would you do that? And Penny's like, finish your drink, girl, finish your drink, and then you need to kiss him. That is the dare, okay? And Rosie is just looking like, ugh, I'm disgusted, but you know what? It's whatever. He is kind of eyeing me. I can do it. It doesn't mean anything. And so Sage is like, I'm gonna go ahead and set it up for you, Rosie. I'm gonna come over here and talk to him and see what he's about. He keeps staring at you and walking in front of you, and Rosie is like, please don't make this any more awkward. She's like, let me get a couple drinks in my system so that I can do this, okay? I'm not gonna back down from the dare, but I got it. And then Rosie's like, but Penny, why can't you dare me to kiss the bartender? Like, he's so much cuter. Like, oh. And she's like, this dude is a cornball. He's really not even talking like that. And then Sage is like, Rosie, that is rude. He is right there. Don't call him oh my gosh, Etherin. Hey, I heard you, but Penny. Rosie is like, I'm gonna change my number. There are too many people hitting me up who need to leave me alone. I don't even know why Etherin would hit me up. I thought I made it clear that I never wanted to speak to him again. Ugh. Okay. So Rosie is like, all right, I'm feeling the liquor a little bit. Let me go over here and talk to this dude and get this dare out of the way. And Penny is like, oh my gosh, Rosie, you waited too late. He just left. Now what are we gonna do? That would have been perfect. The perfect way to end our vacation is you guys having a little swirl, you know, getting your little swirl on. And Rosie is like, Penny, what am I gonna do with you, girl? You are crazy. You must be drunk. You're talking about me getting some drinks in my system. And so she's like, well, now that he's gone, I can focus on the bartender. So Rosie is, you know, feeling pretty flirty. She's trying to get her Mac on with the bartender. Oh, see, Rosie has learned that Caleb is single. Okay, so Rosie is just sitting here looking kind of sad, and he's like, hey, what's the long face for? And she's like, I'm just a little sad because it's my last day here, and you are such a cool person. Like, I wish I would have met you 2 days ago when we first got here. And he's like, well, you met me now. So I think, you know, it's divine timing. Maybe we were supposed to meet before you left, you know? Have you thought about staying? And Rosie's like, no, I would need a car if I lived out here. And, you know, I live in San Myshuno. So moving to the Springs is not really what I had in mind. And he's like, yeah, I get you. I'm, you know, just talking. And so Rosie is like, Alice, what are you doing here? And she's like, girl, I had a gig for the weekend. And Rosie's like, wow, I really wish that we could have known that we were going to be here on the same weekend. We definitely would have came to your gig and supported you. And Alice is like, oh girl, it's no biggie, you know, it was a really last minute show. Okay, so Alice has left and it's just Rosie and Caleb. So she's just gonna keep on working her magic on him. Uh-oh. Rosie is speaking some unmentionables right now, girl. How many drinks have you had? I thought Felix made strong drinks, but Caleb might be in the running for the strongest drinks. Oh my goodness. She's like, it's starting to get dark. I haven't even packed yet. She's like, I really enjoy getting to know you, but both of my girls have left me, so I'm gonna have to get out of here soon. How about we exchange numbers so we can stay in touch, you know? I really dig your vibe. Yeah, I totally understand, you know, my shift, I got a couple more hours here, but I wish you could wait up for me so that we can hang out after I get off work. And Rosie is like, I know that would be really, really great, but you know, just text me when you get off work. You know, if I'm still awake, we can definitely meet up somewhere. I would love that. And he's like, okay, I can definitely show you around the Springs, you know. I know some great scenic spots to, you know, watch the stars where it's not too bright from the city lights and things like that. And Rosie is like, oh my goodness, I would love that. So please let me know. And she's also going to compliment him and say, you know, I think you are so attractive. Like I love your skin. I love your hair. You look like you smell good. Do you smell good? And he's just over here laughing at her like, you are a different type of woman, but I like you. And Rosie is thinking to herself, it's not the first time I heard that. I know. And so Rosie is like, okay, well, before I leave, can you give me a hug? I really want to see if you smell good. Oh my goodness. He smells like what are some other cool things that he could smell like? I don't know. Just think about your favorite masculine scent. And he's thinking to himself, wow, her skin is so soft and her hug is so warm. Why didn't we meet sooner than this? Like, I'm gonna miss this girl and I don't even know her like that. And Rosie's like, you know, I've met a couple people out here and you are not like the other guys that I met. She's like, I don't know what it is about you, but I like you. I really do. So he's telling her, you know, I couldn't agree more. You definitely have my attention right now. Like, I don't ever leave my post. I don't know what it is, but, and here we go. She's like, well, I want to just do one more thing before I leave. He's like, oh my goodness, Rosie. And yes, she told him her real name. She was not Cherry with this guy. Even though Cherry and Kayla would have been cute. So she does want to get a picture with him. She's like, oh my gosh, let's get a photo just in case we can't get together after you get off work, because I am kind of tired and I haven't packed a thing. And so she's like, I'm going to text you this picture of us, save it as my contact in your phone. So Rosie decided to text Penny and Sage and ask them to meet up at the little brunch spot one last time at the little diner. She's like, oh my god, I'm starving. I just need some energy so that I can pack and everything. And they're like, Rosie, you didn't pack yet? She's like, no, but I mean, all I had to do was put my stuff in the bag. And so she's was not expecting to see Isaiah at work. He's like, hey Rosie, how's your last day with your girls going? You know, thanks for coming to my restaurant even though we couldn't go on a date today. And he's like, here's your table, enjoy your meal. And Rosie is like, he is so nice, but that was a little awkward. Like, I wasn't expecting to see him. I really wanted to come and talk to Penny and Sage about Caleb, and then Isaiah is here just throwing me all off guard. Okay, so Rosie is like, Sage, sit down. I really want to talk to you guys about Caleb. She's like, you guys, Caleb is adorable. Like, I love him. And Penny is like, what? And Rosie's like, I mean, not like that, but he is amazing. I wish we would have met him a few days ago. Okay, so Laszlo brought them the food, so Rosie is like, dang, I can't believe Laszlo and Isaiah are both at work right now. And Sage is like, see, that's what the future cube was talking about. That's what I was trying to tell you. Like, how can your romantic future be any good when two of the guys that you're interested in work at the same place? Like, how can you balance that? And Rosie's like, because I'm on vacation and I'm probably not going to talk to them ever again after this. And Penny is like, dang, so it's like that? You don't want to stay in touch with them at all? And Rosie's like, no, not really. They were just fun for this trip, but I'm not trying to bring that back to San Myshuno. I just needed something to do on this vacation. Penny is like, well, I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I am definitely excited to be headed back home. I miss my boo, and I miss the city. But even though it wasn't, the weekend that we expected it was going to be, I had so much fun with you guys. And Sage is like, same. I've really enjoyed getting to know you better, Penny. Like, and Rosie is telling them, I couldn't agree more. She says, back in college, oh my God, you try to put together a vacation and literally like, the weekend before everybody wants to dip out like, oh, I don't have any money, or oh, I have to go wash my mom's car, or something really stupid like that. So she's like, thank you guys for, not leaving me hanging and coming on this trip. I really appreciate y'all. Like, I had fun. Okay, Rosie is just taking herself a little nap. They don't have that much planned because they do leave soon. Oh, Kayan. Hey, Rosie, it's me, Kayan. Do you want to go out on a date? Wow. All of our vacationers want to take Rosie on a date. She's like, oh my gosh, I actually have a flight in a couple of hours. I won't be able to. I know she promised. Okay, Todd. Oh wait, why does Todd know Caleb? And why did they talk to each other about that? Uh-oh. Rosie's got that hotline, okay? Okay, so Rosie does want to invite Laszlo over. Out of all the guys that she's met on this trip, he is the one that she has talked to the least, I think. Oh my gosh, Roger. Okay, so Rosie is like, thank you so much for coming over and hanging out with me before I leave. I just had Rosie change into her outfit because their flight, they have to get ready and leave soon. And no wonder Roger has been hitting us up like crazy because tomorrow is Father's Day and we completely forgot. Rosie and Roger are definitely supposed to be going on, their little annual camping father-daughter trip for Father's Day. And she forgot all about it. No wonder he has been hitting her up all weekend because normally she would have been in Newcrest with him by now. So we're gonna definitely have to get back to the city so we can go and hang out with our dad. And Rosie definitely should have changed her clothes before the flight because of course it is still raining back at San Myshuno. So that was our girls trip for our little hot girl summer. Ooh, Caleb. Hey Rosie, it's me, Caleb. Do you want to go out on a date? Oh my gosh, we just got back home. Sorry. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to figure that one out. But yeah, so that wraps up the vacation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. Don't forget to like this episode and give it a thumbs up and subscribe in case you haven't done so already. I'd love to have you join the koi pond. So until next time, peace. I like to fight a little dirty.